Okay, here we go, guys. Michael here. 100 Days of Making Comics. Um, yeah, here we go. So pretty much today, um, I figured it out. I know, like yesterday, I was working on some stuff, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of combine. Nah, no, I'm not. Whatever. This is day 5. Pretty much what I did. I'm going to combine 5 and 6 in this video. But anyways, yesterday I sent up a page of what I did the day previous. Um, okay, so Wolverine's fallen in, and he falls into the mouth of the Brood, and then all heck goes crazy. And then I think yesterday I put this video up. I was trying to figure out what the Broods look like, doing different types of studies, whether it be 80s or um, 60s or 70s style Brood. So from there, I went ahead and I kind of went with what I'm going to do for the next page. And the next page pretty much starts off as a splash, as most of them they usually always do. And it's going to be, I don't know if you can see this very well. There we go. Put some light on the situation. But anyways, so it's going to be panel 1 is going to be Wolverine um, really kind of cutting loose. I don't know, this is kind of blurry, but Wolverine kind of cutting loose, where you have the foreground of the Brood. He's just doing what he does on panel 1, and then from there it goes down to like the aftermath in panel 2, and as he's emerging, and I'll explain why I'm choosing these characters and what they're supposed to mean and everything like that. But he's emerging from the carnage that he just caused, and now he's going to be facing off with Ogun. Ogun was one of Wolverine's teachers, to control the animalistic side of his nature, way back when. But then things went bad, and then Ogun tried to turn Kitty Pryde into something that's not very nice. So from here, Wolverine's going to be facing off with Ogun, and then panels 3 and 4, close up. This is like that classic spaghetti western. Looking at each other, I'm going to get you, sucker, that sort of thing. And then from there it goes to 5 and 6, where they shows their what they're going to be using. And then from there, the next panel is going to be a slash with a blood splatter. You're not going to see what's happening, but something's happening. And then you're going to have Wolverine hugging Kitty Pryde, right? So it's going to be a soft, tender moment and stuff like that. Really not too sure if I'm going to end it on that note. I want to end it on that note as far as the dream sequence, simply because it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of goes back to square one. Square one being when the story first starts out, you have Wolverine pretty much fried or electrocuted, and his brain's electrocuted, and it takes him back to when he was a young guy, tromping around in the woods, and he doesn't have his bone claws or anything like that, but he's running with a pack of wolves because one of the wolves was in peril. So he is running around with a pack. He's still kind of a young guy. He tries to help out that lone wolf that's trapped by some trappers. And then as he's getting close to, doing that, he gets shot, right? And he falls off a cliff. Well, what does that mean? That means he had his first failure. Not only did he fail himself, but he kind of failed the pack. He failed that one lone wolf that he was trying to help. Okay, and then from there he falls into the Brood, and then from there he fights his way out of the Brood. Right. So pretty much after a failure, anytime that you fail at something, it's more or less a especially if you also fail someone else, is more or less a challenge, a life challenge to try to get back up on the proverbial horse. And you have to get strong and everything like that. You have to kind of get strong for yourself in order to get strong for somebody else, right? So pretty much with that being said, him falling down to his next challenge with the brood, to where sometimes it looks like everything is very, very bleak and you're overcome with like darkness, which is what I'll have with that sequence. Like the brood is swallowing whole. It's like swallowing him whole, and he's going to disappear into this writhing mass of creatures that he's never seen before, right? And then from that, sorry, he emerges. Okay, meaning that he's willing to fight, to get better, to stop feeling sorry for himself, to get rid of that guilt, to whatever it is, right? And from that, he emerges stronger. And then from that, he has another opportunity to help out the proverbial trapped wolf, which is Kitty Pryde at that time. And this time, it's a very non-romantic non-romantic way. It's just very, very quick hit and miss. From life experiences, you get stronger, you figure out how to do things, you faster and more efficient. And then from there, bam, 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 he gets more efficient, and he is then able to save that lone wolf. So the cycle is complete, to where his first failure um, is more or less like redeemed. I'm not too sure if it's redeemed or not, but it shows that there is a growth process, that he's not just toiling in the same muck. He's actually progressing as a character, as a person, and this and that and whatever. Um, so yeah, that's what that one is. I made a couple of changes for panels 3 and 4. Instead of doing like your regular profile stuff, I was thinking like maybe go ahead and kind of make it of a 3/4 view. That might add a little bit more interest into the panel. You'd be able to see the mannerisms, the like more ferocity, more like detail or something like that, right? So that way it's not so flat, not so boring. Adds a little bit more dimensionality to it. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I worked on tonight. And I was kind of like maybe thinking of an idea, and this just might be way too much for a page. Where after he's hugging Kitty Pryde, then he's looking, his eyes open, and he sees like all of like uh, the X-Men rogue gallery, I guess, like a villain gallery. But then I'm like thinking, if I did that, then it would really kind of take away the meaning of like things being, um, you know, cyclical. I mean, it would be cool because it shows that not only is he going to protect Kitty Pryde, that lone wolf and stuff like that, but he's going to protect that entire pack, which at the end of that first scene, the entire pack didn't need helping. It was just that lone wolf that needed help. So from there, I think what I'll do is I'll end this page on that hug, and then really try to get everybody in the feelers, man. And then from next page, I'll try to wrap it up, as far as like what happened in the danger room, and how, such a how something so damaging to Wolverine's brain could have been allowed to do that in the danger room. And I'll have that reveal, possibly that reveal, and see where it goes from there. So that's my page something, I don't know, but this is my day 5. Um, and yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Let me know if it reads good, or if you guys think that I should add things a little bit more like dreamy, add color, not add color. I mean, not to this, of course, but like to the final project. Um, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's it for today. If you guys like this, check out my Instagram, here or there, Banff Anywhere. Let's see, what is Twitter at Banff27Art. DeviantArt is bamf27art.deviantart.com, and I have a Tumblr which has absolutely nothing on it, but it's also called bamf27art. I'm going to try to start updating that one. What I'm going to put on that one, I'm not really too sure. I don't know if I want to do, not too sure if I want to just do completed pieces or if I should do a process log or a blog or whatever it's called. But yeah, let me know if you guys what would actually be good for the blog. But yeah, that's it. My name is Michael. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.